Hey guys, what's going on? Jordan Connect here again with the Tanner J. Fox for another episode of Embrace the Chase, where we as a community, we're interviewing over 100 entrepreneurs, thought leaders, influencers, it doesn't really matter, celebrities, speakers, whatever, throughout the next year to pick their brain and kind of figure out what makes them successful and just learn some great life lessons from them. But today we have Tanner J. Fox on, who's a superstar in the YouTube space as well as the affiliate marketing at Amazon. And I'm just getting ready. I'm itching to dive in and start asking a ton of questions. But Tanner, go on ahead and introduce yourself, and then I'm going to read a giant repertoire of who you are.
So my name is Tanner J. Fox. I started doing entrepreneurship about 2 years ago when I was 20. I recently just turned 22, like a day ago, 2 days ago. I started with Amazon FBA and selling things online through Amazon mainly. I kind of taught myself that online, took a course on it, and then started teaching that a little bit through YouTube and also learning affiliate marketing at the same time and just doing those. And it all led to this. And now my main focus is kind of YouTube and teaching others how to do it as well.
Dude, I love it. That's so awesome. So forgive me all for a second. I'm going to look at my external screen here. I'm basically going to read to you what Tanner has on his website so you can kind of understand who this guy is. He's incredible. So obviously CEO, YouTuber, Amazon seller, but he is the owner of the Mastery Amazon Seller Mastery course. He's the creator. Did you do that with another gentleman as well?
No, that one is just me.
That one's all you. It's the affiliate marketing one, right, that you partner with someone? Okay. So obviously he's a content creator, fitness expert, but he's a very successful young entrepreneur. You can find him live streaming on his YouTube channel, which I will link in the description below, several days a week. He's the creator of the internationally popular Amazon Seller course, like I just said. He has students from over 70 countries in the world. He's also has a fitness and nutrition mastery course, and he's the co-creator of Entrepreneur Entourage Mastermind Group and the Affiliate Marketing Masters course. Tanner teaches his students and social media followers about the Amazon FBA, as well as affiliate marketing, entrepreneurship, personal branding, fitness and nutrition, and a ton more. So Tanner with his Corvette Growing up in Orange County, California. It's not a Corvette anymore. You bought a Lamborghini recently.
Anymore, yeah.
Traded that bad boy in. So he loves fitness, loves nutrition. He's a certified personal trainer. And it looks like at 18 years old is when you kind of started all of that journey. So I'm going to wrap it up right there. He's got certifications and tons of things, but his courses are incredible. I've seen his students' comments on them. Personally, I'm getting ready to buy your Amazon course because I'm just itching, trying to figure this stuff out. But thanks for being on the show, Tanner. I'm just going to dive right in. Did you always want to be an entrepreneur?
No. I never really thought about it before. I didn't know what I wanted to do because my dad has always been kind of like CEOs or COOs of companies. And that's kind of always like, all right, I guess I'll just work my way up, get a master's because I was just going to copy what he did. And I didn't really know. And then as soon as I started going to community college, I was 18. I didn't really like it. I wasn't going to drop out because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I was just studying business. And then I was like, all right, maybe I can do real estate because that's what I want to do because I can't work a 9 to 5. I can't keep my attention that long. I don't work that long now, but I could never do that. So how old was I? Probably after a year and a half at community college, right before I was going to go to a 4-year, I started looking things up online because I was bored. I didn't know what to do over summer. I was taking a few classes, but I wanted to make money, figure stuff out. My whole goal was, in the long run, I want a Lamborghini. That was why I started, the main reason. It wasn't like the freedom. I wasn't working 9 to 5s. I did a couple part-time jobs, but not really anything like personal trainer, front desk of a gym, whatnot, delivered pizzas. But I didn't always know, and then I started looking things up, and the more I looked up, the more I saw was possible. And then I didn't even consider it entrepreneurship until a year ago. So after I was doing it for a while, and then I really caught the entrepreneurship bug and saw all of what's actually possible and just a bunch of different ways of thinking that most people don't think.
100%, man. So side question, the questions I sent you we're obviously going to go through, but side question here, as far as starting your courses. So you obviously are really good personally on Amazon. What led you to start creating your own courses? Was there someone who taught you how to do it, or did you just figure it out?
No. So I always knew for the last, even before I started entrepreneurship, I always knew there's money in YouTube. And how people are monetizing it. I always knew like a little bit, and then when I started entrepreneurship, I knew more. I always wanted to start one, but I'm not good at speaking. I'm still not that good at speaking, and it just felt weird and awkward, especially holding a camera. This isn't as bad when it's a webcam, but it's weird talking to no one. So I never was going to start it until my friend Ryan Hildreth put me on his channel. That's when I was like exposed to it, and he made me do it. And then a lot of people showed like interest in what I did and wanted me to teach it. So then I started my own and got like 200 subs from him because he had like 1,000 at the time. And then I think I launched my course when I had like 800 subscribers. I just threw it together. I was like, all right. Because everyone was trying to like rush it. I was like, hold on, let me like make it good and whatnot. But I literally just did that and only have used traffic from my YouTube for the course. So I didn't learn anything. I just put together a video series based off of different things I've watched online and other people's courses, because I've taken a couple on different subjects.
That's awesome, man. What platform did you use to make your course?
It's called Teachable. It was the best one because I get charged $99 a month instead of a transaction fee. Like my friend was using Vimeo and they charge 10%, which is insane. So I'll take $99 a month instead of $30,000.
True statement. I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
I love it. So then I'll transition to the next question. What inspired you originally to go into affiliate marketing? And if you could do me a huge favor, not all of my viewers know what affiliate marketing is.
Yeah. So what affiliate marketing is basically, there's two different ways. I say it's showing people what they're looking for. So if you go in and you're looking to buy a drone, people might search what's the best drone of 2017. And you see a list with pictures and descriptions of 5 different drones and links to all of them. Those links are affiliate links. So what that means is if you click on that link and then go buy that drone, it tracks it back to me and I get commission for that. So anything you see where it's best credit cards of 2017 or tons of different things. It can be products, services, email opt-ins, anything. It's basically commission for bringing traffic to someone else's product or service. And like I said, it can be phone calls, it can be email opt-ins and whatnot. So it's just showing how to do that. And a lot of people think you need a big following to do it, but you don't. There's a ton of ways to get free traffic through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and do it. But you'll see the videos all the time on YouTube of people, like one of the big ones I look at, because I buy some of the stuff, is top 10 tech things of May, or top 10 tech under $50. And they're all affiliate links. Or if people post like, here's the camera gear I use on YouTube, affiliate links, they get paid a certain amount, percentage or dollar amount each time someone clicks that link and buys something. So it's pretty simple. It's one of the easier ways to start. But how I got into it, I didn't have like one person show me. What I noticed is, so I'm very into cars, and all the car people I was watching who had Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and everything, none of them ever really talk about what they do, but when they mentioned it, all of them, no joke, all of them said they do affiliate marketing. I was like, what? Like, huh? Because they never go about it. They're a car channel. They're not an entrepreneur channel. So then I started looking into it more and all the people making money, because the whole structure that I'm trying to do is passive income. So a little bit of work up front and then managing it as you go, very little, but it runs in the back end. So I watched a couple people. One really good guy I watched, his name is Deadbeat Super Affiliate on YouTube. I learned a good amount from him. And then I learned a good amount from a guy named John Cristani, but his videos are a little weird now, so I won't recommend watching them. But I mainly learned from that, but I just saw them doing well, and I was like, okay, I should learn this. Oh, and one thing. So at the time, Amazon made a big change because that was my original source of income. And I thought it was the end of Amazon for like selling, which is just me being stupid and being a baby, because a lot of people freaked out over it. So I started looking for other sources of income. And then I found that, and then I learned that for a while. Because I learned it for 6 months before I did it, which is stupid. You don't need to do that. But I learned it for like 6 months before I actually started doing it. So that's why. But then the Amazon thing was fine, and I was done being a baby. So.
So then in your course, you obviously teach people how to start doing their affiliate marketing, et cetera, et cetera. You use YouTube, I'm assuming, primarily?
I don't. So the way I do affiliate marketing is through Facebook ads. So okay. That's the main way. That's the best way to do it. It is a little bit of cost up front, but we do teach ways of getting free traffic to start, so you don't need any money to begin. But the big misconception is you do need a big following, which isn't true. You don't need any following. You don't even have to build a following. You don't have to be in your videos, but YouTube is a great way. It's all the views.
Well, sweet. So then let's transition into your Amazon business. So obviously affiliate marketing is what kind of got you started in entrepreneurship, but what led you to like blowing up Amazon? Because I can see on the whiteboard behind you, $330,000 is what you did last month, right?
Yeah.
That's just hurts.
I know, it's crazy. It's weird to me too. But I actually started with Amazon before affiliate marketing.
Okay. And
that was the first thing I got into. And I just tried. So it took me about 6 months to start doing well at it. It was all about product research. I just wasn't choosing good products for my first 3. I didn't lose money, but I made very little.
So then are you doing affiliate Amazon primarily, or are you like actually shipping products to Amazon?
No. So the way I do Amazon, it's called private labeling. And then for affiliate marketing, it's totally separate. It has nothing to do with Amazon.
Gotcha. Okay.
So for private labeling, what that means, or fulfillment by Amazon, I find what sells well. I find a supplier in China. I get them to put my logo on a product. I send it into Amazon. Amazon ships out all units that I sell, handle customer service and whatnot. So after my products are there and I make my listing and everything, I do zero work except go contact a supplier when I need more inventory. Unless I need to, there's managing like your campaigns, like checking on them, but if they don't need any work, I tell people I would probably work on Amazon like an hour a month, unless I'm looking for a new product to start selling as well. But you generally sit on the same product for a long period of time with the same feel.
That's so wild, dude. So my wife's neighbor, she used to work in his basement packaging glow sticks because he does Amazon. Mm-hmm. So what I'm assuming then, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm clearly new at this, you just have the supplier ship everything straight to Amazon. You don't have some dude in the basement packaging and repackaging for you.
Yeah.
Dude, that saves you so much time and so much headache. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's great. Right now, if I get an order, I don't do anything. It ships. Everything's done. I get paid. That's all.
That is awesome. I love that. So then what advice would you have for someone? Obviously, okay, disclaimer for everyone watching, buy his course. If you're interested in this, buy his course. He clearly knows what he's doing. The whiteboard behind him is not fake. I have a lot of friends who know Tanner personally. It's all real. So other than your courses, I guess just general information. And if you want to talk about your course, that's fine too. What advice would you have for someone who wants to start either affiliate marketing or is thinking of doing Amazon?
Yeah, so I'll do them separate. So for Amazon, just start looking it up. What I did is, for that, I do recommend it's hard without a course, because how Amazon is, what you don't know, you don't know what you don't know. There's a lot of weird little things with UPC codes and shipping that if you mess up, you could lose your entire order. Like for me, I tried to learn on YouTube. All the information's out there for free in anything. All the information's out there for free. It's just, is it worth your time to go pick it apart and figure it all out and put it together? Which I didn't think so. It's too confusing. It's risky. So I started watching YouTube videos. I was like, yeah, I understand like this part and this part, but it doesn't make all sense. It's not all wrapped up together in a nice little bundle. So then I took a course and then it started making sense. But number one tip for Amazon would be your product research is everything. Make sure you know what you're doing with that. If you choose a good product and you're terrible at everything else, it'll still sell. If you choose a bad product and you're amazing at everything else, it won't sell. So product research is everything. For affiliate marketing, just start learning on YouTube. And I'd say I'd start a YouTube channel. I'd start anything and start trying to build a following, because following helps a ton. Do you need one? No, there's other ways around it. But I would say just go start learning on YouTube. And if you actually want to get into it, like seriously, then I would say take a course on it, even if it's not mine. I'd take a course. Courses help a ton. For a couple $100, I still take courses when I want to learn something. That's how I learn anything. That's my favorite thing. It's crazy because you'll make your money back from it if you know what you're doing at all, if you just follow the steps.
Super true. Awesome, man. I really appreciate it. So then what's your daily routine like? You mentioned you maybe spend an hour on Amazon like in a month, but like for real though, what do you do typically?
People don't like my answer. So I'll normally wake up around 8 to 9 o'clock, play on YouTube, my computer. I'll track, because it takes me like half an hour to type in like all the different sources of income, how much I made, and track it all for taxes. So I'll do that, and then I'll go to the gym. I usually get home around noon, go get food, come home, and we'll just say 1. And then I'll usually work from like 1 to 4 or 5. and then I'll play like video games, just hang out, have dinner, hang out with friends the rest of the night, and that's it. So max I'll work a day is usually 3 hours. There are days where it's like, all right, I'm going to work till like 7 or 8, very rarely. Like today is one of them. I have a bunch of new videos going into my course, so I've been filming videos all day. I'm losing my voice. But yeah, but normally, honestly, probably like 2 to 3 hours of work a day. But every day, I mean, it's not a lot. And a lot of that is emailing people, answering questions about my course, because if you go over like my sources of income, so Amazon, hour a month, unless I'm looking for a new product, affiliate marketing, managing the Facebook ads that are already going, or if I'm creating something else, then it might be a little more work, but still very minimal. Those barely getting work. The courses, they kind of sell themselves. So they sit there. It's all through my YouTube videos. I don't have to do anything but make YouTube videos. So then all my time is probably like an hour a day on YouTube videos, and then the rest answering emails. And I am working on starting something else, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, people don't like to hear, but like 2 hours a day probably, normally.
That's wild. So then when you first started building everything up, and you obviously had a job while you were doing that, were you spending a lot more time, obviously, than 2 hours a day, or is this just time compounding? Yeah,
I spent it's a lot more work up front for Amazon. I probably spent most of my time learning it. I probably spent 5 hours a day for 5 days a week for like a month learning it, and then probably an hour or two a day learning it still for the next couple months, for the next 6 months. But that was starting with like no knowledge at all. But it is more work up front, doing product research, finding things. I was probably doing 4 or 5 hours a day for the first month when I was actually doing Amazon. But a lot of it was learning. So, and like I said, building the courses is the most work I do, where it's filming videos, editing them. That's a pain. I hate filming that many videos in a row. I just die. I lost my voice when I filmed my Amazon course because I filmed it all in like one straight run.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Well, then not to jump back to what you just said, though, but then what are your future plans going from here forward?
Yeah. One thing I want to get into is investing in multifamily real estate, following kind of what Grant Cardone does. So something like that. Currently can't do that until like January because you need 2 years self-employment history to get that big of a mortgage. I was able to just buy a house, barely though. So can't do that until January, but I want to do that pretty soon. My whole goal is just cover 100% of my expenses with that investment. So around $8,000 a month will be my expenses when I get a house. So that's the goal there. I am working on a little side business thing right now to do with influencers, but I can't really mention too much on that. And other than that, my biggest goal is to grow the YouTube following, because that is where the money's at in the long run, having a following, all the different sources of income from that. Like I said, my courses, the only way I've advertised is through my YouTube channel making videos. I haven't run Facebook ads or anything. 100% through YouTube. And I only have 13,000 subscribers. And it's crazy.
But even like 3 months ago, I think when I first started following you on YouTube, I think you only had like 2,000 then, if I'm right. So
I started YouTube in like mid-February.
Yeah, you've been growing like crazy.
Yeah, I had like 10,000 at the start of this month. So
that's crazy, man. So then I'm assuming you would argue that probably the number one thing that people are leaving on the table is creating a personal brand for themselves.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's a long-term game. I'm not going to say you're not, but it's rare to monetize it as much as I did with the courses. Like that conversion rate, like I have almost 3,000 people in the course out of 13,000. That's insane. That's not normal. I've never seen anything like that. But even if it's half of that or a fourth of that, it's still more than like $1,000 a day. That's going to change people's lives. And that's so doable. Just imagine, I mean, you start a YouTube channel and let's say at the end of the year, you have 10,000 subs. You're now making $1,000 a month off YouTube, and it grows exponentially. Like I started off getting I didn't start off, but when I had like 1,000 subscribers, I would get like 30 a day, and that would slowly grow. And then it got to 100 a day, and now it's over 200 a day now it's been. So you grow exponentially with YouTube. So it's hard starting out the first year, but after that, like I'll probably hit like 30,000 subs by the end of the year. And then by the end of next year, I'd be surprised if I don't hit at least 250,000.
Do you do a video every single day, or is it just Monday through Friday?
I try to do one every day, but I'm not going to force it. I don't know how much that helps, but I like to try and do that.
Okay. I want to throw this out there, and if you want to go on a tangent about this, please do. But I have seen so many people, whether it's people who hate on Ty Lopez's Lamborghinis or people that even freak out about your Lamborghini. I just want to say those people are stupid, and here's why. Okay. That is a moneymaker for you. That brings people into your course. I mean, am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, well, people don't understand. So, okay, yeah, it's a $225,000 car. I'm not paying $225,000 and never getting it back. I'm paying the taxes, the insurance, and whatever I lose in depreciation, which I didn't buy it new. So I'll be very conservative with this and say I'll lose $40,000 from buying that Lambo. So can I get 80 people in my course from having a Lambo? Definitely. My channel's grown so much. Those are my most popular videos. And you probably, I don't know if you probably haven't seen it. I uploaded it a couple hours ago. I just bought a GTR too.
No, I didn't see that.
I bought a GTR, and that, I guarantee, the channel explodes way more, way faster from today on, because there's so many people like that better. Like driving it the last 3 days, it gets way more reactions than a Lambo, and it's all people my age, so it's my target audience. So I think my channel's going to grow a ton because of that. And again, oh, you paid this much for that car. Why would you waste your money on that? It's, again, one, I'm not doing it for this, but I get to drive it. It's going to grow my channel, and I'm only losing the depreciation and taxes on it, which I will get back from that.
Isn't the Lamborghini a business expense though? Like, don't you pay that $1,600 a month as a tax write-off?
No. It's difficult when you get into the taxes because you're just asking for an audit then with that, and it's difficult to do it with exotic cars like that. You can be risky with it, but I don't write it off as a tax expense. It's hard to prove.
Sure.
It's one of the gray areas. I don't mess with those because I have enough write-offs from other things. Sure. When you do investments and other type stuff, but I don't want to get in taxes yet.
Sure.
People advice.
But then at the end of the day, just to pay for the monthly payment for that Lamborghini, you have to bring in what, maybe $50 a day in sales?
Yeah, exactly. But because the only way I could get it was having a huge down payment. So I got it for $205 with like 5,000 miles, and I put $135 down.
That's so crazy.
I could get financing. So what happens when you don't have 2 years self-employment history?
That's so crazy. I remember I was telling my fiance and a bunch of people earlier, I'm like, I'm interviewing a guy tonight who's super successful on Amazon. He's 21 or 22.
Just turned 22, like
22 years old and has a Lamborghini. A bunch of people are like, no, he doesn't. I'm like, yeah, it hurts my head too. That's just crazy. So then this was my next question, which you already knew, but how did it feel when you finally got your dream car?
So it was really cool, but honestly, when I went Corvette Stingray, Corvette Z06, and then the Lambo. The Stingray was the best feeling by far. 100%. Not even close. Lambo, I literally walked in there. I was like, all right, sign papers. All right, let's leave. That's all it was. It wasn't anything special. It's not cool. But the feeling of like the Stingray, it's way different. That is my favorite by far. The Lambo is cool because it was my dream car, and it's still cool because it's a Lamborghini. It's still my favorite to drive by far and just look at. But the feeling, the first one by far, even though it was a $45,000 car, it was like from that point on, it's like, and I was scared when I bought that I couldn't afford it, but it was the best feeling, that one by far. Lambo's cool. But I was like, all right, where's my next one?
True. Always chasing something else.
Aventador SV is next, but that won't work for like a year and a half.
I love it, man. You sound like Matthew McConaughey. Your hero's the 10 years ahead of you. Always chasing it. So then, well, perfect, man. Last question that I really had for you was, is there anything that's necessarily on your mind or on your heart or just anything that you just want to share with anyone?
I'm not good at these, but I'll just do kind of like the general kind of things that people always ask me or what they want me to say. As far as entrepreneurship goes, you don't have to be like amazing at one thing. It doesn't have to be like, I always thought like, because my problem was finding opportunities at the beginning. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what would make money. And now after you start and you do it, and you start learning what's out there, you see so many opportunities that it's not, I don't know what I could do. It's there's too many things to do. So which is going to be the best use of my time? So what I always tell people is find something that other people are doing and making money at, replicate what they're doing, and put your own little twist on it. Feel free to copy pretty much what they do, put your own twist on it. Because if there's a bunch of other people that are making money at it, it works. If it doesn't work for you or you're not making money doing it, you're doing something wrong. Figure out what you're doing wrong, adjust it, and you will make money. You don't reinvent the wheel. Like for Amazon, I saw people doing it. I failed at 3 products because I didn't know what I was doing, figured out what I did wrong. On the first one, did the opposite extreme, which was also bad. So I went from way too competitive to no competition but no sales. And then on the third one, it was a patented item because I was too dumb to look up patents because I didn't know. And then after that, after failing for 6 months and 3 products, then I finally got it, figured out what I did wrong. And that's when I became successful at that. And that's what I did with affiliate marketing and everything else. And technically with YouTube, it's not failing, but it's doing things that work better and just getting better at it. So that's always my thing. Don't reinvent the wheel. Feel free to copy someone. Copycats are successful. So copy them, put your own little twist on it. So I did with everything I've done. Like my thumbnails on YouTube, what works well in titles, I copy everyone who does that. That's how it works. Everyone copies everyone. That's what you should do. It's what all successful people do.
So going off of everything you just said, it was something you and Hayden were talking about. And if you can elaborate a little bit more on it, I think it would be good, at least for my audience. Copying people who are successful is not the same thing as somebody who's constantly posting that they're grinding and working 20 hours a day and saying that they're killing the game, but they're not doing anything. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, someone posted a quote on my video about that. What was it? Shoot, I want to look it up, but it was something Grant Cardone said to like Gary Vee, where it's like, well, you're talking about how much you're hustling, I'm actually hustling, or something like that. But I mean, it's the whole thing of working smart and be willing to work hard. Like, even if I put in an extra 3 or 4 hours a day, it's not going to benefit me that much on the certain things I'm doing. Maybe if it's something new or something extra, but it's the whole thing about working smart. Like, I get more done in my 3 hours than you do in your 6. No, I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying like in general with most people.
I agree.
When I work, I get things done. I don't get like distracted in between. But I can't work more than like 3 hours in a row. My brain just is done. So that's why I don't really like, if I need to like grind out like mindless things, it's easy to do. I can do that if I need to. But if it's like thinking and actually having to do things, then I max out at 3 hours and I can't be productive really after that. So, I mean, everyone hates my answer. They're like, oh, how much do you work? And I'm like, probably like an hour or 2 a day, probably like 2 or 3 a day.
So then you'd agree it's horse crap when people say, I don't have time to spend with my friends and family because I have to win in life.
At the start, it might be, yeah, it depends on the business too. That's why I set myself up for passive income. Like there's some, like if you're going to start like a legit like business where it's like a restaurant or something, which I think is stupid.
Sure.
Then like, yeah, I can see it where you have to do it. But if your goal in the end as an entrepreneur is freedom, which is most people's, then you're doing it wrong. If you're saying, oh, I'm grinding, like I don't talk to people, I don't sleep. It's like, well, seems pretty stupid to me if your goal is freedom and you're doing all that. Like I work 2 hours a day and there you go. But yeah, there's sometimes where like, yeah, like this last week I've been like, hey, I can't really do anything, have to do this. Like, yeah, I'll have a week like that, but I'm not going to do that for like months and be like, oh, nope, I'm hustling, you know.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being on. Everyone, I'm going to link his course description down below. Go follow him on YouTube. He puts out quality content throughout the week. You'll definitely love it. You'll have a great time. But if you really are interested in getting involved with affiliate or Amazon, he's your guy. So appreciate it, Tanner. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Looking forward to having you on again in the future to see how things are going for you.
Do it.
See you, man.
See ya.
And